Have you ever heard about Thaipusam festival? Thaipusam is an Hindu festival. People celebrate the birthday of her god, Lord Murugan. Lord Murugan is the son of Shiva. Shiva is the most important god of them. This festival takes place from January to February, especially in a full moon day. These people made a parade and they go to Beitu Caves in the south of Kuala Lumpur. Thaipusam Festival Food and Drink. Food. During the parade, people eat many kinds of food, but the most important is prawn bal. Prawn bal is a kind of meat grated with flour and fried together. Also they carry kabadi. Kabadi is milk, but they put it in small bowls on their head. Special clothes. Women wear a sari and also a cherinder. A sari is a strip of instead cloth ranging from the 4 to 9 meters in length that draped over the body in various styles. Also men wear traditional clothes. For example, they wear a dhoti or a hijab. A dhoti is from 5 to 6 feet long, white or colored strip of cotton. This traditional cloth is mainly worn by men in villages.
Around the world, there are many festivals, but neither like the Thaipusam festival. Thaipusam is dedicated to the Hindu god Murugan, the son of Shiva and Parvati. It is believed on this day that the goddess Parvati presented a lance to the Lord Murugan to help him defeat the demon army of Tarakusara and combat their evil deeds. Therefore, this festival is a celebration of the victory of good over evil. Hindu god Murugana has many different names, which we're going to see on the next slide a little bit of the story of all his names.
By many names we know him. He is Murugan, the beautiful one. He is Dandapani, the god of yoga who guides us on the path to self-realization. He is Kumara, the god of childlike love, holding steady the higher realms of creation. He is Kartikeya, the god of war, who arrives to end all conflicts with piercing wisdom and swift action. Devotees prepare themselves through prayer and fasting as act of penancy. Devotees prepare for the celebration by cleansing themselves throughout prayer and fasting approximately 48 days before this festival Thaipusam. During the ordeal, there are many activities pilgrims do. Like for examples, as we see in the video, many of these people shave their heads, an act of sacrifice that symbolizes humility and the surrender of vanity. Another act, as we see here, people offer the Lord or their God fruits and flowers of yellow or orange color. Why these two colors? Because it's his favorite color. And also they adorn themselves with dresses of the same color, yellow or orange, men and women. Another act is many devotees bear milk, water, fruits and floral tributes on pails hung from a jockey and carry them on their shoulders as we see women carrying a pot of milk in their head. Another act that is very unique is the mortification of the flesh by piercing the skin, tongue, or cheeks with veil skewers. During this ordeal, many experience states of euphoria or trance, as we see here the men are entering kind of an euphoric state. Most devotees enter into a trance during such piercing due to the incessant drumming and chanting of Vel Vel Shakti Vel, which is a song they sing throughout the time that they are piercing themselves. Now you might say, what is a veil? Well, veil is a symbolic of the importance of being broad-minded, having deep knowledge and sharpness of intellect to overcome ignorance and inertia, which means to release the ultimate goal of life. That's why it's called the God of realization. It is symbolic of the need for devotees to invoke the Siva Shakti force within them and the grace of Lord Murugan throughout this veil to awaken the mind to fight the ingrained Rajaki, Tamasaki, and other negative tendencies that these people think they have. Another act, as we can see, is the undertake a pilgrimage to the Batu Caves in Malaysia near the Kuala Lumpur, which here it's a temple about 42.7 meter high, or in other words 140 foot, which is the statue of Lord Murugan that was unveiled in January 2006. And as we can see here, a large number of devotees head towards this Murugan temple in procession carrying the Kavadi burdens. Now, what is a Kavadi? A Kavadi is a physical burden wooden or bamboo structure, as we can see in the video, and is covered with cloths and decorated with feathers of a peacock, which is the vehicle of the Lord Murugan, throughout which devotees implore for help from the god Murugan. Well, let's talk a little bit about this pilgrimage. It is called the Kavadi Atam, or as in English they say the burden dance. And this is the ceremonial sacrifice and offering performance by the Borins during the worship of Murugan, the Hindu god of war. The Kavadi warriors observe celibacy and take only pure sattvic food, or in other words, for us, light food, only once a day while continuously thinking of God. The procession in Kuala Lumpur begins in the heart of the city and proceeds 15 kilometers, a slow 8-hour journey to the Batu Caves. There the god is carried, now listen carefully, is carried up the flight of 272 steps to the Murugan shrine inside this humongous cave.
So what is the purpose of Kabaddi? Austerity strengthens willpower, it clears our minds of regrets, resolves any problems we have, and of course brings closeness to God. Devotees believe that God will make any problems feel weightless as long as their faith is very firm. Kabaddi is the highest way of offering a gift to God as a way of personal effort and sacrifice.